Hey guys, it's Dee from Dee's Divine Guidance here, and a new video Tuesdays. So, I had someone after I posted my Heal Your Life intuitive distance healing course ask me about energy healing and like how that really works. And, I haven't really found someone that can explain it in a good sense because sometimes I feel like there is no explanation that's going to make sense. Um, Especially to scientific people that know about science and everything. It's like I was just having that conversation the other day about if you're a science major, like I'm not talking to you because I can't tell you how it works. It just does. But today I'm going to I was trying to think of like an analogy to come up with to make you understand how that works, because I do see all of your comments on the YouTube videos on the monthlies where I do the energy healing throughout the session. And a lot of you say you feel release, you cry. It's like, how could me just doing something like this make you cry, right? So this is what I came up with. It's my opinion. It's what I came up with, kind of trying to explain it to you to make sense of it. And when I do the energy healing in our sessions on the monthlies, I do say that I'm connecting the divine energy to your energy to release any of the blockages. So let's talk about what a blockage is, because what does that mean? What does that mean? So the best way that I've kind of like come up with something to kind of make you understand a little bit and to make myself understand is I want you to picture a like I know there's these I know I go to like the zoo sometimes and like there's that oh, no, let's do this. I go to Chuck E. Cheese, right? I got two kids. I go to Chuck E. Cheese, and in Chuck E. Cheese, the wind starts blowing, right? And all the tickets, it's like you go into this machine, this big thing, and you stand in there, and all the tickets are flying around you because the air is going, right? Like kind of like a funnely type of thing. Just the air is going and going and around and around. And like I was picturing kind of like a cup with the air going around. There's a ball in the middle, and the ball just keeps going around and around because the wind and the air is going around and around. Now, I'm not a science major, so forgive me if I'm not making any sense with science terms. But anyway, so that's kind of what I imagine. So think about that, and think about, now we know why the ball is going around and around. We know that the air is going around and around, and that's what's moving the ball around, right? So we logically know that that's happening. When something happens in our lives, when we go through a traumatic experience, when we go through a breakup, when we go through our childhood and things happen to us, or things don't happen, or we don't get the love and all that stuff that I talk about. But when that happens, I feel inside of our energy and our subconsciousness, things start going around and around and around and around. And they continue to go around and around and around and around, and it just follows with you through life. This is the best way I can explain this, guys. It just keeps going around. So it's like, say, my dad left when I was young, right? So I didn't see him for 9 years. And when he left, I had all of that emotion of, why doesn't he want me? Why am I not good enough? All of that stuff. So that event triggered the ball to start turning around and around. And sometimes that's your thoughts, your mind, like whatever you want to say it is. But your energy is spinning around and around. And it keeps going around and around and around and around until you come in and say, I take this ball out of that. And the air calms down. There's nothing to spin around anymore. That's like the biggest way that I can explain this. And leave me comments below. Am I completely confusing you, or is this kind of making sense? With the energy healing, we take the divine energy, which is the highest vibration, and we bring that energy into that ball, into the spinning round and round. And the divine kind of swipes in. And it's funny because in the membership last night, we did Reiki and meditation with Archangel Raphael, which is the healing archangel. And I felt that from him. And that's why it was good for me to do this today, because it made sense. Because I got emotional because I felt him swoop in and go like this. And that's what energy healing is that it's like it comes through, and all of that ball that has been spinning for years and years and years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And we're just moving on in our lives with this ball and this emotion and all these things going on in our head, spinning around subconsciously in our energy field that we can't see. We can't feel it physically, but it's there in our actions and our emotions and all of that. And when we do energy healing, it is like we are coming in and we are taking all of that out and we're releasing the air. We're slowing the air down and we're getting rid of all the wind, the tornado, whatever you want to say, and it's calm. And the ball is now not spinning round and round. It's basically, it's settled, I guess I would say. It's settled. And that's kind of what energy healing does. So we go back to where the ball is spinning. And that's like when you have a session with me, we figure out where the ball is spinning. And then when we go into the session, into the energy healing, we then swoop in and we release the ball. And the ball is no longer spinning. So that is my best analogy to explain energy healing. I don't think you will see that anywhere else. I hope it makes sense to you. It's the best way that I can explain it because there is no scientific reasoning. There is no physical reasoning, right? So that's kind of with all the work that I've done, the best way that I can explain it to you from all the experience that I've had and from people who were literally depressed, people who were suicidal, people who were hurt for so long, to see them improve in just a few weeks. Sometimes even that one session, just even a small improvement, like they're smiling the next time I saw them, that was like crazy to me. People that haven't had their period in years getting their period, like, sorry guys, but like that is how I can explain it because there is no other scientific reasoning. And again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not anything like that. So I'm just trying to explain it from a spiritual sense as to what I do, my experience with it, and the best way I can explain what energy healing does and how it works. And it does work. I wouldn't be here. My life wouldn't be the same if I didn't have it. And I know a lot of women that I work with, their lives wouldn't be the same if they didn't have it either. So it's absolutely amazing tool to have in your toolbox, your spiritual toolbox, I call, to be able to know that something's coming up for you and to be able to heal that. So thanks for watching my monthlies. And if you haven't, check it out and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, leave me some comments. Make sure you subscribe, click the little bell because I'm going to be putting these videos out every Tuesday. So if you want a video on something, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know if you need some advice on something. I can give you a video. All right. Much love to you guys. Take care. Bye.